to reintroduce myself. My name is. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is. My name is. My name is. My name is. My name is.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Kells back at it again. Check this out. Man, we about to go into another topic. Check it out. We gonna talk about the company that you keep. The company that you keep. Whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. We about to get into this, y'all. And it's about to be good. Man, it's like the company you keep. Like what are the benefits and the people that's surrounding you? Like, are you trying, like, when you around certain people, like they say, if you want to see your future in the next 5 years, look at your surrounding, like check your circle, and what are the benefits of that? You know, sometimes you look around, you be like, okay, I got three millionaires around me, and I'm not there. What's the problem? Like, I got to catch up with them and rub off on them and see what they need to get done, or see what I need to get done to get to their level. So am I having the right conversations? Am I listening to the right podcast? Or if I'm listening to the right books, or am I going to the right meetings, or am I listening, or am I talking when I should be listening? You know, a lot of people, you know, they put a lot of trust, you know, within their friends, whether it's a female, whether it's a dude, or whether it's a colleague, you know, a coworker. You know, we put a lot of trust in a lot of people to the point where we pretty much make them our God in a way. Like, far as like putting our faith in that particular person, knowing that, this person can't make any mistakes. This person can't make any type of, downfalls to the point where, hey, this woman, this man is pretty much perfect. They're going to be here regardless of our time, what's going on in life. They're going to be here for us. But at the end of the day, when you have situations and when you grow and when you get older, a lot of those times and a lot of those things starts to fade away, and you get far from each other. And a good thing about it, it's a good lesson, because a lot of people take it personal. They take it to the grave, or sometimes they be like, you know what? Sometimes God would allow stuff to happen with you and that particular person. He'll take away things that, okay, you letting that person be your God, or you letting that person, you having more faith in that person than you have more faith in me. We're going to have a problem, and it's going to be an issue. So with that being said, you got to watch who you hang with. You got to watch your surroundings. You got to be careful about the conversations that you're having with certain people. And you got to continue to keep moving. You got to, and when you see yourself falling from that particular person, or that the relationship is not just too right, sometimes, yes, we do take it personal, because we're human. You know, we're going to go through that phase, because we always thought that person was not going to leave us. Or the fact that I'm growing from this person where I decide we're not going in the right direction. Sometimes growth is good, and sometimes separation is great as well. And who's to say y'all veer off into different directions? Who's to say that's what y'all needed at that particular time? Because God can't take away things that you pretty much giving yourself to the point where he'll take that person out of your life so you can depend on him. Because God is a God, he'll never fail you, but man will. So with that going into be careful and be mindful of who you surrounded with and who you connected with. Because a lot of people, they'll switch on you in a minute. A lot of people are fickle. I'm fickle. You fickle. You fickle. We all go through those phases until we get to a point where, you know what, I want to be consistent. I want to be etched in stone. I want to stand firm on what God has me to do, and give me the spirit of discernment about people. Because some people come into your life for a reason and a season, and we all heard that before too. But it's our job to sit there and put people in places and realize, hey, this is only for a season. What do I need to learn from this particular person, this particular season, going into my next season? And then you got to pretty much ask God to ask you, is this a long-term thing or is it a short-term thing? Is this person a liability, or is this person, full coverage? You gotta be careful about that one, because a lot of people, they're in full coverage mode, but God put them as a liability. So you gotta pretty much bump your head and realize, hey, I was dealing with a liability this whole time. So you gotta go full throttle with it. But it's all about just being cautious and just being mindful of the people that surrounds you, because if you look at people that's surrounding you and that is in your area, it's the reason why they're in your life for that particular reason. You got to learn something from them. And if you feel like you're not learning anything from that particular person, if there's no reciprocity within there, going back and forth, it's just time to just step back. And sometimes you got to step back, and it's going to hurt. But at the end of the day, you got to make room for what God has for you. So instead of going, when you go to your next season, a lot of people can't go. And then the connection that you have with these people, yes, it's going to cause you to grow, or it's going to cause you to stunt. Which one you want to do? You want to stay stagnant, or you want to grow? And you got to check your people in it. And then not necessarily you got to get rid of them. From my personal experiences, like learning how not to get rid of them, but place them in certain spots in your life. What's a priority? What's not a priority? You got to pretty much put everybody in a place to make sure that, okay, I could talk to this person, I could pray to this person, or I could do whatever I can with this particular people. I could pray for them. I'm gonna keep them right there, and it's all about being the puzzle. You are your own puzzle. So place everybody where they need to be at, and just ask God to be your guide to get to where you need to go. It's your boy, Kells.
It's the Social Drinkers podcast.